Howdy! I hope you're having a great day. Silver Trade here again with another video. We've got some serious tinfoil to talk about, and big surprise, GameStop's having more glitches and huge buys, Japanese interest rates, Project Crypto, which could be the endgame for GameStop and all meme stocks, and of course, GameStop's new website, Powerpacks. And let's just talk about that for a second. GameStop's core business is now profitable. They've invested $500 million into Bitcoin, and if any company did that in history, they would be geniuses. And now they have a new revenue stream coming in from their new website, which is really more like a waterfall rather than a stream. The whole thing just makes me,
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
a customer buys a power pack from GameStop for $100, then the customer takes instant buyback offer. GameStop offers them $84.60, so 90% of the card's value minus 6%. Then GameStop reseals that card into another $100 power pack, back into the vault it goes, and then GameStop sells the same card again for $100. And GameStop didn't really do anything, but they profited $15.50. I might have been underestimating it when I said doubling their revenue. But please remember, none of this is financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and this video is made for entertainment purposes only. And you remember last week how we talked about Amazon needs to be above $220 per share on August 1st, and then Bed Bath & Beyond holders would get a either cash settlement or GameStop shares. The one caveat with that is that Amazon reports earnings on July 31st, and luckily they crushed revenue, they crushed EPS, Prime Day sales, their ad revenue, and their Amazon Web Services revenue. They had beats across the board. And they're even increasing the amount that they're spending on AI infrastructure. Investors didn't like that they were spending more on AI.
What?
So the stock plummeted after their earnings report, even though they beat on every metric, bringing the stock down from $234 per share to $214 per share the next day. So sadly, it looks like Bed Bath & Beyond holders are not going to get that payout of either cash or GameStop shares. I've spent a ton of time this week looking to see when the next settlement date might be, and I haven't found anything yet, but I'm going to continue to look. Please let me know down below if you would like me to continue to look. I probably will either way. I'm sure you've already seen this, but on Thursday, GameStop had a $54 million buy order hit the dark pool, bringing in 2.4 million shares. And you might be thinking to yourself, haven't we already talked about this one, Silver? Well, no, there's actually been a couple buy orders that were at $53 million per share this week. Looks like some whales are loading up at these low prices. And I know we talk about this in every video, but seriously, last year, Roaring Kitty averaged into GameStop at about $21 to $23 per share. Before the company was profitable, before they had this $9 billion in cash, and before they had Bitcoin, and before they had this Power Pack thing. I mean, GameStop at these prices is a stinking bargain. Right now, their free float market cap is only at $9 billion. The market cap is at $10 billion, but the free float market cap is at $9 billion. The free float market cap excludes restricted shares from insiders or big institutions or governments. While GameStop has $9 billion in cash and over $500 million in Bitcoin. And yes, they have to pay back some of that cash, but they don't have to worry about that until 2030. And it's up to GameStop if they want to give them shares or if they want to give them cash, whichever is more convenient. And last week, GameStop had 10 million shares available to borrow, which is the highest number that I think I've ever seen. And this one's really exciting. I can't believe it took us so long to come around to this. So this gentleman states, "Time finally clicked for me." It's a reference to the start and end of the Squeeze Then Sneeze from August 2020 to January of 2021. Roaring Kitty posted the Time magazine picture on December 5th, 12/5, with 109 and 420. Go backwards 109 days before December 5th is August 18th. Go forwards 420 days after December 5th is January 29th. Ryan Cohen passed the 5% ownership threshold of GameStop on 8/18/20. So 109 days after December 5th. This was the catalyst. It required that he file a Form 13 10 days later on 8/28/20. The filing made the market aware of his plan, and the following trading day, GameStop gapped up and ran 23%. And then GameStop never looked back, starting its 5-month run from there and then finally, quote-unquote, ending on January 29th. So 420 days after December 5th. When the stock closed at $81.25, higher than the day prior when Robinhood turned off the buy button, but not surpassed at close since. The 420 end time is colored red. The runtime bar is red, indicating this video has already been played once, from 8/18/20 to January 29th of 21, and is already fully loaded, basically saying that we've seen this before. And the video has been rewound, and now we're just waiting to push start. This took me a while to get, so I'm just going to explain it one more time really quickly. Roaring Kitty posted this on December 5th or 12/5. 109 days before December 5th is August 18th, when Ryan Cohen passed the 5% threshold ownership of GameStop. And then 420 days after December 5th is January 29th, which was the quote-unquote end of the sneeze. And just a couple of days ago, PSA posted this, hinting at Roaring Kitty's post as well, where they said, ready to rip into Powerpacks? And here in just a minute, we're going to talk about GameStop's new Powerpack website. But before we talk about that, I have just a few more things to show you about GameStop. So please don't go anywhere. And really quickly, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for me. I beyond appreciate all of the love and support lately. We have never seen this amount of views before or this amount of growth before. Thank you guys so much. Every one new subscriber that we get until we hit episode 200 is going to be $1 that I donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So far, we're at $143 raised, which is mind-blowing. I can't even believe it every time I see it. Thank you so much just for being here. On July 31st, so just a couple of days ago, the BOJ, Bank of Japan, decided that they were not going to raise interest rates at this meeting. But they did emphasize they remain open to resuming rate increases later this year, depending on incoming data. So they didn't raise interest rates this time, but they said they were likely to before the year is over. And so way back in the day, GameStop had an X account for GameStop NFTs when they were doing that whole thing. Then they pretty much wiped that account, we talked about that, and then they turned that account into Powerpacks. Just a few days ago, they changed the name on that account to GameStop Powerpacks. Right now, XRT's short interest is at 791%, and GameStop's implied volatility is at 45, when the 52-week average is at 80, so almost half as much as it usually is. On Reddit, we've been seeing some glitches recently, where this gentleman's contract randomly jumped 400,000% on GameStop. And this might actually be more exciting than GameStop's Powerpacks. SEC launches Project Crypto to move all markets on-chain from the SEC. This came out on July 31st, and it could be huge for GameStop and all meme stocks. We all know that fake GameStop shares exist. That's the whole way that they got to 140% short. Since we know that GameStop tokens exist one-to-one with real shares, any synthetic shorts that don't tie back to a legit share become impossible. Market makers can't spoof or short without proof of borrowing. So they won't just be able to short the same couple of shares over and over and over. So true demand would show. Every trade would represent genuine buyer or seller demand, not dark pool activity, internalization, or high frequency spoofing. If the SEC were to do this, it would bring real supply and demand back to markets, which is really what we need, because
if you place a market order, a retail market order, 95% do not go to the lit exchanges, do not go to NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, they go to wholesalers.
Oh, and here's something I bet you didn't know. Gary Gensler used to work for Goldman Sachs from 1979 to 1997, almost 20 years. And Yahoo Finance just posted this. GameStop is expected to post earnings of 19 cents per share for the current quarter, representing a year-over-year change of 1,800%. Over the last 30 days, the Zacks consensus estimate remains unchanged. The consensus earnings estimate of 75 cents for the current fiscal year indicates a year-over-year change of 127% growth. 127% growth year-over-year. This estimate has remained unchanged over the last 30 days. And I bet you this increases when they start seeing the numbers from Powerpacks. And speaking of Powerpacks, let's talk about them. Did you know that they had no sales tax? Your PSA vault lives in Delaware, so Powerpack purchases are not subject to sales tax. Tax-free 24/7 gambling. Everybody's favorite. Digital packs physical cards. Rip packs on demand to reveal PSA slabs with instant buyback offers and have your pulls shipped to you anytime. So just like we thought, you open loot boxes or power packs and then you receive physical cards. You can keep them in the vault with PSA, or you can have them shipped to you anytime. Pick your power pack, choose your card category and level. Higher levels mean better odds of pulling chase cards. Rip it digitally. Open and reveal your new graded card instantly, secured in your PSA vault. And you can choose to sell or keep them. Hold it in your PSA vault, redeem it for shipping, or sell it with just a few clicks. Chase cards are the higher end and more expensive cards. Here's just to show a few of them. 15,000, 11,000, 10,000, 9,000. Some of these cards are worth quite a lot. In 2024, the US collectibles market was about $65 billion, and TCG/sport cards alone made up about $15 billion of that. Last year, GameStop already did $718 million in collectibles. And so for 2025, I can't promise anything, but I'm almost sure we'll get above $1 billion. Authenticity graded. Every card in a power pack is authenticated and graded by PSA, the most trusted name in card grading, and instantly stored in your PSA vault for secure ownership and flexibility. Instant ownership. After purchasing a pack and ripping it, the card within that pack is instantly transferred to your PSA vault. No sales tax. We already talked about that. Secure storage. Items are 100% insured in your PSA vault. A modern climate-controlled facility with 24/7 security and asset management. Any card in your collection can be redeemed and shipped for a small shipping fee. And secure payouts. Sell with confidence. Your proceeds are sent fast and safe through our partner Stripe. Scroll down a little bit more, you've got the facts. And then right here, ready to level up your collection? PSA and GameStop. Buy a pack. Yes, please. Crap. I'm not sure if it's like this for just Pokemon or if it's like this for all types of cards, but right now on the website they have a starter pack for $25, a silver pack for $50, gold pack for $100, platinum for $500, and a diamond for $1,000. And you might be thinking, $1,000? That is a lot of money for a power pack. Just give me a second, just watch.
It is. Oh my god, a Luigi Pikachu? Are you shitting me? Oh my god! Oh my god!
This gentleman spent $1,000 on that power pack, and with a little bit of luck and a huge blessing, he walked away with almost $4,000. Some people have gotten incredibly blessed with this. Once I get access to the beta, I'm probably going to have to try my luck as well. GameStop posted this, and this is before they changed it to GameStop Powerpacks. It's only been 24 hours. Here's what has already been pulled from the arcade. A $6,700 football card, a really cool looking Charizard for almost $900, another football card for $1,300. I mean, it seems pretty exciting. This guy played a diamond pack for $1,000 and got a $1,600 card back. This gentleman did a $500 pack and got a $730 card. This guy did a $25 pack and got an almost $400 card. This guy did a $500 pack and got a $2,500 card. This guy did a $25 pack and got a $30 card. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur are my personal favorite Pokemon. And some people have been going crazy with buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. He's done 311 transactions, and the beta's only been out for a couple of days. And this guy did a $25 pack and got a $300 Mewtwo. Really exciting, and honestly, Ryan Cohen and the team are genius for thinking of this and capitalizing on that 2025 gambling itch that most people have. Thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video. I hope you found value in this, and I hope you have a great day. God bless you.